Yelena Khudashova is a Russian Olympic basketball player who won bronze medal as well as gold medal in 1988 and 1992 Olympics. But the biggest achievement for her, she says, is coming to Prasanthi Nilayam. Let's listen in. A hearty welcome to you, madam, to the studios of Sri Sathya Sai Media Center. Tell us, how does it feel to be in Prasanthi?
Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Today, I understand that it's a big honor for me to be here on this land where God's feet were.
So, when did you know that this is God's land?
There is no age to feel the God. I used to think that maybe I missed something, maybe I'm late for something. But when I came here, I understand that there is no time to feel that you can feel it right away and right now and right here.
Were you searching for God? Did you always want to have God in your life?
Difficult to answer. It's so interesting how everything just come together. I thought that I am great and all my achievements in sports that were because of me, who I am. But today I understand that behind the whole lineage of my family and God, of course.
So, how did this feeling happen? Why do you feel that way today?
I think that every person has this moment in life when he starts questioning. When I had my career, kids, family, I was busy with all of that and didn't put attention towards God. And I was thinking that everything I'm doing just by myself. But later, life sends us some sort of exams. Maybe we have them before, but we didn't feel them or didn't understand what they were. But then we hear or see signs from our relatives, people who are very close to us, and we just cannot ignore them. And when COVID got us locked down, two people in one place, I started getting those questions like, who am I? What am I doing? Where am I from?
So, COVID helped you to do a lot of self introspection.
It's very sad that sometimes we need events like this in our life to go inside, to do that introspection. For some people, it's a big tragedy. For some people, it's time for self-realization.
So, what did you discover during COVID?
I opened a lot of things inside myself that I had. And before, I was just ignoring them and putting them aside, like, okay, it's not time for that, not time for that. During the COVID, it was time to see that anxiety and other things I had. A lot of fears came out. I realized that I'm scared of this and scared of that. More fears were coming out. Also, other things were coming out from me. And I decided to look at them and do something about that.
And where did this self-discovery, this journey of self-discovery take you?
I started to search, and thanks God we had internet. Started to see what kind of meditation are there, what types of yoga are there, and I discovered Kundalini yoga that resonated with me at that time. During COVID, I had knee surgery that caused a very big depression. And at that point, I told myself, looking up the ceiling, that, Yelena, if you won't help yourself, there is no one else who will help you. I started researching information. I started looking for mantras, meditations, yoga. Yoga mat was always with me every morning. Sometimes I would miss, but I would continue, keep doing that. And I was just looking for some sort of tool. Trip to India came to my mind. And I really wanted to stay at the ashram during my trip to India. So I was looking for a trip like that, and I found one.
So, which was this ashram?
This was Swami's ashram. At that point, I didn't know anything. And one part of me was really scared actually about going here to ashram. If you didn't know what it was. Another part of me told to that part that, okay, let's go to that fear. Let's see.
And so you discovered about Prasanthi Nilayam, Puttaparthi, and you decided to come. And what was in your mind? What was the expectation?
I didn't have any expectations actually because I didn't know anything. And I think it's a good thing though. Without those expectations, I was able to see everything as it is, and it was really good experience. And when we first arrived here with our group, I stepped here through Ganesha Gate, and I felt that this is kingdom of love. I felt it in whole my body.
You just entered the ashram and you felt that it is filled with love.
Last year, we came here on 24th of November, so just after Swami's birthday. And I think that the place still was filled with all those vibrations. And it feels like before that, my body was asleep. And when I came in, I felt like all those different sensations inside, and it was absolutely magical. It's like when you getting a gold medal, it's hard to describe what you are feeling during that time. So it's similar to that.
There's so much happened within, which is, I understand, very difficult to express. But can we say that something touched your soul in a manner that nothing has touched your soul like that before?
Yes. Yes. Definitely yes, because everything started to opening for me. With every step here around the ashram, I would feel something, oh, this is open, this is open. I would get inside about that and inside about this. So it was like this.
So a lot of things within which were locked were opening up.
Yeah, right now when it's opening, now I have an attitude that, yes, I need to look inside and see what it is and discover more about it.
And you came to discover and you stayed here for 6 days. All those days you were going to the mandir.
When I just came in, I had like an inner conflict, kind of. I had those two parts. One part was opening and believing in everything, realizing what it was. And second part, which wasn't able to believe in things that were happening. And during Vedic chants, of course, I didn't know the language, didn't understand, so I would meditate. And during those meditation, a lot of things would come up, and sometimes it was very difficult to accept them, but it was the best place to do that.
So can I say there was a lot of cleansing that was happening within?
Oof. A lot. Wow. I have to say that I was born in Russia, and even though I'm grateful to my parents, to my mom and dad, I'm very grateful. But my childhood was tough. And thanks to Asham, thanks to India, now I realize that I went through that path on purpose and I was supposed to go that way. So my parents were very strict, and then I had 22 years of professional sport career when you have 4 trainings a day, and you can't be weak there because you lose your place. And if you have that weakness, you can just cry in your pillow only during the night. And when I stopped playing, finished my career, it's like a pot with a lid. It was boiling, 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 and at some point, lid just was gone.
So there was a lot that was within, subdued for more than 20 years, waiting for light, waiting for love.
Now I see that our parents gave us whatever they could at that time, right? But when you're a kid, there were a lot of no for this, no for that. So you just put that inside. You keep, store those emotions and do not let them go. But now, of course, I want to give that light to small Lena and to big one, that love and light that we all need. And before, it was difficult for me to cry in public. I would keep my emotions. But now here in Ashram, I learned how to let them go. And when they come, I cry. When I feel like to cry, I cry.
There has been an explosion within.
Yes, it was like that. And I'm very happy for that explosion, even though it hurted sometimes.
And out of that explosion now, it was such a uplifting experience, a elevating experience, that you have streams of love that is flowing out of her.
Maybe love is flowing, but I'm a little bit scared of it. I guess we are all going through some sort of stages, I would say. And right now, this explosion or cleansing period is still happening to me. So I'm still kind of cleansing all of that things that were gathered during so many years. And sometimes people can think that Russians, we are so strict and serious faces, never smile. But I think Sai Baba taught me how to smile and be open. And even my husband is noticing, like, you never smiled like that before. What's happening?
So she is becoming what she truly, you are becoming what you truly are. You are going back to the source.
I hope with all my heart that it is like that. I have a very big desire to open my heart for love for everyone.
You are able to be what you truly are. Baba used to always say that you are embodiment of love. You are nothing but love.
I don't know. It's hard to imagine, actually. Even. I'm trying to imagine how it would be. I just can't explain it. I'm starting to think that even just sitting somewhere in my deer would be enough for me, because right now I feel so much vibrations inside of my body. And, actually, it's enough already walking here and feeling that he was here, his food was here. And it comes inside you. You feel it. And yeah, I can't imagine what would happen if I would see him.
Actually, where you are sitting now, it's also a place where Baba has visited, and he spent here 1 hour when he gifted us this place. We always say, and we feel, and we know that this place is the most love-charged place on the planet, because Baba lived here, he breathed this air, and he walked this land for 86 years.
I was looking for this love. And when you listen to your heart, it brings you somewhere. And I was looking for this love, and my heart brought me here. I don't know how this happened. It's hard to believe, still hard to believe. This is another example that this is exists, and this shows to those my parts that have different things on their mind that look, it is here. In my room, I have a Swami's portrait, and every morning I ask him, Swami, is it real? Is it real? And every day, Swami shows me, yes, it is real.
What you mentioned before is so thought-provoking. There is always one side of you which is asking, is this a dream? And there's another side of you which is telling, yes, yes, it can be true. And God coming down in a human form is in fact like a dream for all of us. And this is the birthday season when we are celebrating God who actually truly came down in human form, and you are here during the birthday season.
You know, it's actually really hard to understand right now this all atmosphere of birthday, right? All week we have these celebrations. And I think that I will truly start understand it when I will go back home. And that time I will probably will be able to understand this.
And after your first trip, you said when you're going back, when you are back at home, you have a photo of Baba, and I guess you always talk to Baba. How have you felt his presence back in Russia?
Actually, last time I didn't take a portrait with me, but this time I'm definitely taking his portrait with me back home.
After the first trip, you definitely never forgot that experience, and you always wanted to connect with Baba. How do you connect to Baba when you are in Russia?
So after my first trip, actually, my doubtful part was taking first place, I guess. And probably every person needs its own time. And for me, it took a little bit longer. So during this trip, I truly started feeling this connection. And this desire to get a portrait of Swami is going out from my heart.
And now you have come with a specific purpose of staying here. So, what is the difference between trip last year and the trip this year?
So last year, I was like a kid who would open and take a look. Everything was new. And this year, I'm more into my feelings. And I'm trying to go deeper and see what it is. And I feel where am I being guided to?
Last year, you stepped into the paradise of love, and this year, you're exploring what is there inside this paradise.
Yes, exactly.
So, what have you discovered from this paradise?
Love, to love is a blessing. Of course, I understand that probably for me there is a big path ahead, but here I realize that to love everyone is amazing experience. Without putting labels or separating people, we can just love people, and this is beautiful.
If imagine Baba appears here and says, I am so happy you're finally there in my home. Tell me, what do you want?
I'm just grateful for everything I have, and I know that he knows better what I need.
Beautiful. We are slowly reaching that stage of surrender where we just feel whatever he does is the most beautiful thing to do that can happen for us. And To be in that state is a very beautiful feeling. You let go everything.
Today I understand that before, as a professional sportsman, it was never enough for me. I always didn't have that feeling of that it's enough, you know? So if I run, I need to feel it. If I meditate, I need to feel it after. If I do yoga, I need to feel something after. And if I work at the garden, I need to feel it too. After that work, I would stay in my bed for 2 days, but I know I did that work. And today I understand that we are given just only what we can accept, doing everything according with my capacity.
So there is a lot of contentment. There is a lot of self-satisfaction, self contentment, where you are happy with what you got and you are not constantly striving for what you don't have. Is that right?
Yes, I'm trying to do everything consciously and stop running like before when I was feeling like, oh, I didn't do enough. So right now I'm calm and consciously trying to do everything. And there are a lot of work, of course. Maybe it's like professional deformation, but it's always not enough for me. And I understand that there is more we can do better.
So Prasanthi Nilayam means the abode of supreme peace. And maybe if I can put it, after coming to Prasanthi Nilayam, there is a lot of peace, there's a lot of calmness that has come within yourself. Is that right?
Oh, yes. Yes, so during this trip, I told my relatives, please do not disturb me. This is important time for me. So they know where am I. And I usually do not send them many pictures. But recently I sent them one and they were like, wow, your face looks really different. So they told me that you look very well rested and so relaxed and so peaceful, and your face looks like bright and it's shining from within. And yeah, that's what they said. I usually do not compliment to myself.
So it has recharged you, it has re energized you, it has spiritually enlivened you.
Yes, yes.
If you have to describe Prasanthi Nilayam in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
So I would say love, inner peace, and acceptance of everything.
Beautiful. Baba used to say, life is a game, play it, and life is love. Enjoy it, share it. You have lived all your life by this dictum of life is a game, play it, but now is the time to enjoy that life is love.
Actually, just yesterday, I heard these words, life is a game, and our purpose here is to love and enjoy. So, yeah, there is a beautiful way ahead to love. And before, we didn't know those are the rules of the game, and now we are trying to understand what they are.
Baba used to say that when the ball has a lot of air, only then it gets kicked and it gets pushed and it gets punched. But when the ball has no air, then it does not get punched. And that air is ego. So when that ego goes, then you will not be pushed and punched and you can just be at peace. And perhaps, so these are times in your spiritual journey, and it comes in everybody's spiritual journey, where you empty yourself, you let ego go, and then just let God in. That's when love takes over, God takes over, and that is love taking over.
Thank you for these words. We all have this ego and other qualities within us, and we need to work with them, let go, and yeah, I'm very grateful, and will learn how to let go and put let love inside.
Finally, the most difficult question: who is Sai Baba to you?
This is a difficult question. This question gave me so many goosebumps. I don't think I'm ready to answer this question. So I feel like I need more time for myself to answer it.
And through those words, you have answered the question.
I really want to say those things truly from within. But you know about my two parts, and there's doubtful one. So I just want to be in a place where I can say it without that little doubt behind. And yeah, when time is gonna come, it's like, I would love to say those words, but even though I had so many beautiful experiences, like those signs that I see, like, Lena, look, you had those signs. You just thought about this and this happened. Look. But yeah, there's this just part that, wait, no, just keep telling me.
So the journey of self-discovery goes on.
I think it's endless.
Yes, it is endless. So in this journey, first we are in the light, as like how she stepped into Prasanthi Nilayam. Then the light is in me. The Prasanthi Nilayam is slowly now entering her heart, your heart. And then we come to the stage where I am the light. I become that light, that love. And I think that's a journey for all of us.
Thank you for these words. It is true.
And these are not my words. This is what Baba always told us. You are love. You are embodiments of love. That's how he addressed all of us.
And I truly want to feel that love inside me and to spread that light more and more from within.
I want to thank you today on behalf of the Media Center, because through you today we have experienced his love.
Thank you so much.
Спасибо вам большое.
Сайра.
Sairam.